Hi, my name is Kayla,
And I'm Hannah.
and this is Read, Leer, Wiwanik, a YVC Library podcast. The book we're going to be covering today is called One of Us is Lying. So, generally, the book is about 4 suspects or students. What happened was there were 5 students in detention, and at the end of detention, one of the students ended up dying, which caused the 4 other students to become suspects in a murder investigation, because obviously the student died. So, with the murder investigation ongoing, reasons that these suspects would want the guy who died,
They come to light.
yes, the reasons why they would want this student die came to light, and which obviously made them more suspicious.
Yeah.
And we are going to be kind of reviewing this for our first ever book club podcast.
I'm so excited.
I'm very excited to share it with you guys. So we'll start with our overall thoughts of the book. Hannah?
Overall, I love the book. I think when you read it at first, you don't really think, the dead one could possibly plan all of this, but I think as the book goes on and when things come to light, it becomes an idea.
Oh, yes.
I will be finishing the series.
See, I don't know if I will be finishing the series myself, as I enjoyed the book. I don't know if there's a good continuation that can stem from the book. Because it seems kind of finite.
Yeah, it just feels overwhelming to have continuations of the book.
Yeah, well, who did you think the killer was before you finished the book?
Oh.
I know.
I mean, at first, when they, no tea, no shade, I definitely thought Nate, and then as among context clues came to light, it was now I can't pinpoint who did it.
See, initially, I thought it was Bronwyn. Of course, I saw this amazingly smart teenager.
And she's killing.
Yeah, and she's smart enough to have pulled off a murder such as that. So that's initially who I thought it was. I definitely did not think Nate, because I felt like he
was a baddie.
He aligned with the trope too much.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's a bad boy trope. He's gonna do bad things. And I feel like if it would have went in that direction where he was. What is your favorite character from the book, Hannah?
Definitely Nate, but if I had to pick a second favorite, it is a toss-up between Cooper and Bronwyn. What about you?
See, I also have a toss-up between Bronwyn and Cooper, because I loved Cooper for his story and what he represented in the novel. But like I said, Bronwyn's a smart, powerful woman that's really nice to see in these books that the younger generation are starting to read.
She's also cheating.
Okay, well, she's a cheater, yes. She cheated on one class. But, I mean, to be honest, with all the pressure that she was under, I would do the same thing. Don't tell my professors that, but if I was, if she was that much of a perfectionist, it was honestly... Ugh. Sorry, guys, my mouth is all... Blah. So what scene in the book do you think was one of your favorites?
I think Cooper coming out to his parents was a scene. I didn't really have a coming out scene. I told my parents and they said, we knew.
See, that's funny, because I didn't really have a coming out story either. I told my parents, I told my mom first when I was 16. I was like, hey, I like girls.
Yeah.
It wasn't that much of a big deal. She's like, cool. I mean, me too. Join the club. And that was pretty much it. We have to acknowledge the students that don't kind of have that, family situation where people are understanding, especially their parents.
Well, I think in the book, Cooper's dad.
Yeah.
In a way, I think how his dad reacted was the way I thought my dad was going to react.
Yeah, no, when I saw how his dad reacted to him coming out as, homosexual, I was heartbroken for him. Because you look up to this person, your entire life, and the moment you tell them that you love,
they look at you differently.
Yeah, they look at you differently, and a lot of queer youth obviously don't want that to happen. They just want the parents to understand them and love them for who they are.
Yeah.
We were just lucky enough to not have to experience a lot of backlash about our sexualities.
Other than Cindy.
Oh, other than Cindy, of course, but that is...
You do not like women.
No. Okay, what were your thoughts after finishing the book?
My initial thought, the book was good, but in my opinion, I feel like some points it just dragged on.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I'm gonna, I don't want super long chapters. I want a few pages so I don't lose interest.
See, I understand that. I enjoyed the book thoroughly. Of course, my favorite scene, which I didn't even bring up earlier, was the ending when we realized that, it was the peanut oil on the inside of his cup.
And that he planned all of it.
And he planned all of that. I was shocked, to say the least, when he did that. I was like, there's no way that this man is crazy enough to plot his own death and a car crash and get away with it. So if I had to change it myself, God, I don't even know. I feel like I'd make the death a little more mysterious.
I think
just for fun, in my opinion.
Well, I think they should have, at the end, added how he pulled it off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you get, he pulled it off, but then it's what planning went into that? What thought?
There were so many steps that led up to him pulling off the EpiPens, getting taken out of the nurse's office.
The way he planned, scheduled posts.
Yeah, see, and that's what really got me as well. This person is insanely intelligent.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of
why?
Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We can tell that he obviously struggles with mental illness. Yeah. But I just was not expecting the story to go there.
I think at the end, because it was not my first read, so I didn't want to spoil anything to you, but I knew that was going to be something that you sat on.
Well, were you shocked when you found out that he actually did it?
Yeah, I mean, initially, show-stopping.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And the fact that Edison's boyfriend was working with him. What was the boyfriend's name?
Oh, God, Jake.
Jake,
that was her
It's the fact
name.
that, he had, Jake and Janae.
Yeah.
All,
And Jake tried to kill
Addison.
Addison, and I was just really surprised. I knew he was a bad guy, but I didn't think he was a murderer.
Yeah, no kidding.
A murderer. So, that was really
he took it and
interesting.
went with it.
No, he took it and just, never came back. Do you think that Janae bears any responsibility for what happened?
I think...
Since she, held that journal close?
I think, in a way, I mean,
because she was keeping away the information from the students.
Not only that, the police.
Yeah, she knew the whole time all these innocent lives are being ruined.
Not only that, at times in the book, she kind of just showed up, and, it seemed like when she showed up, it was only to, spill the tea. And to stir in the melting pot, saying, Janae, what's going on? And then in the end...
I feel like we didn't really get a fleshed out version of her character, except for, of course, she was friends with Simon, and she was keeping his secrets for him.
She was very, background.
Yeah, she was definitely a background character.
Until they needed to pull him.
Yeah, but as for responsibility, I feel like she should get charged for keeping information from the police.
I mean, she technically helped.
She technically helped, but she also just let it go on from the beginning. She didn't have to do that.
I think what shocked me the most was, after you find out, it was why did she befriend these people? If it were me, I'd feel so betrayed, so backstabbed.
No, I could not do it myself. So, if you had, a personal rating for this book, what would you give it?
A 9 out of 10.
A 9 out of 10. See, if I rated this book personally on, obviously, a scale of 10, I feel like I would go around a 7. I enjoyed the book, but it didn't,
stick with you.
It didn't stick with me. It's not a book that's going to stick with me my entire life, like some books I have read. And obviously, that's a high bar to reach.
Yeah.
Because there's only a few books I've actually kept consistent.
I think, Sunny Plot, it was good.
Yeah.
I did give it such a 9 out of 10 because, like I said, I go in and I only need, can I miss Sunny books? And then chapters will be, 4 or 5 pages, and it felt like these were going on.
I did think the chapters were a little long, and I'm not gonna lie, I had to skim through some of them.
Oh yeah, no,
because I was just, my eyes were just trailing off the page.
Yeah.
Which is not obviously a dig towards the author. Obviously, some readers have preferred styles that they would like to read.
Us too.
Some people like shorter chapters and more chapters, The shorter the pages, the more the chapters. And I like that as well.
I love that.
I think it's really nice how they can wrap up this little thing in just a few pages and go on to the next thing and still keep the story consistent and entertaining.
Long. Yeah.
Yes. I've read many good books with that.
Oh, yeah.
So, overall, One of Us is Lying was a good book, and I definitely recommend reading it. Would you?
I would too, but I don't... Have you seen the Pluto series on One of Us is Lying?
I have not.
That seems so sketchy to me. I
have not. See, I saw that it was becoming an adaptation, but I'm so used to adaptations, not even coming close to the original source
so
material.
it's I'm not to give it a watch.
I don't feel like I'm gonna give it a watch either, but it could be better than the book.
Yeah, I feel like if you don't want to read the book, you can watch the series.
Yeah, if you don't want to read the book, you could watch the series and kind of have like that understanding about the book. But I mean, other than that, I personally wouldn't give the book a read.
I mean, no, it was a good book. It just, I feel like it wasn't worth the time and the effort.
Yeah, I didn't think it was worth the time and the effort either. So, it marks the end of our first podcast episode. I think it was really fun discussing with you the main points of the book.
I'm obsessed with doing that.
Okay.
So, I hope they enjoyed us.
I hope they enjoyed us just trying to talk out of nothing. If that even makes sense.
Yeah, no kidding.
No. Anyways, so we're gonna wrap this up, and we're gonna remind you guys to register to vote. It's especially important with the current climate of the world, and we're encouraging all students to register to vote this year. And if you need any information, of course, you can go to the government websites, or you can even contact one of us at the library to direct you. Do you have any last words? No? All right, well.
I mean, vote. Please vote.
Please vote.
Please vote.
Begging on my hands and knees.
No kidding. Vote.
Please. And thank you guys so much for listening. I mean, this is a really big step for us, and I just want to be on this journey with you guys. I think it's going to be really fun.
Am I coming back?
I believe you are coming back as our permanent host.
Oh my god, no way.
Yes, I believe you are going to be our permanent host, because we do have trouble with scheduling.
Oh. You'll see me again, I guess.
And there also is going to be a host that speaks Spanish that is going to do different episodes, but they're unrelated to us.
Yeah.
Because, of course, we want to appeal to our Spanish-speaking students. I mean, we should really go now.
Yeah.
So thank you for listening. This has been Leer, Wiwanik, and we hope to see you next time. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.